Hello. It's nice to see you're finally awake. Now, you don't know me, but, I know you. You're the infamous Phantom. Now, I always thought the agency's code names were a bit overdramatic, but yours, my dear, definitely fits you. You're not going to speak. No. Interesting. Power play. Allow me to introduce myself then. My name is Dice. Oh, now you recognize me. Forgive me for taking liberties and tying you up, but couldn't have you escaping. After all, you did come into my mansion to assassinate me. I have to admit, I'm impressed. You took out all of my guards, but you couldn't quite find me, could you? It's not your fault, of course. You did your job excellently. It was just, I was informed ahead of time of your arrival. When I heard from one of my sources that you had been sent to kill me, I was thrilled. I've heard so many stories about you. The agency really began to gain recognition again after you joined. All of the arms dealers, politicians, drug lords that I personally call my dearest of friends, they become silent at the mention of your name. Now, they've all had multiple mercenaries try to off them before, myself included. But you, my dear, strike a certain terror into their hearts. I'm sure that they pray every night that you won't be sent to kill them one day. But I thought to myself, maybe, just perhaps, maybe they're overreacting. Now, I don't mean to stroke my own ego here, but none of them had the mercenary work that I did. I was good. I was very good. At times, I lie awake at night, wishing I could go back into doing this field of work. How I loved feeling my blade sink into my target's neck. It's unmatched, really. But now I run my own organization, and who wants to get their hands dirty when you could send others to do it for you? Anyway, I digress. When I heard about your impending arrival, I was still skeptical. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, If you really earned the fear that you've struck into so many people's hearts. Instead of leaving for one of my safe houses, I stayed right here in my mansion, waiting for you. I had every intention of killing you, of course. You dare coming into my house, my domain, and try to kill me. I don't care how handsomely you were paid. That is very, very rude. I would have tortured you at first for the insult and to see if you knew exactly who had contracted you. But when I saw you work, God, I was in awe. I'm not one that's easily impressed, Phantom, but you are truly an artist with that knife. I thought that the art of the blade was long gone, replaced with loud guns and cowardly snipers. But you, lovely, I saw an awakening. I saw a reflection of myself in your work. Your swiftness, your dexterity, the grace and strength behind every strike. Even though my men were armed to the teeth with the latest artillery, you took them down like they were armed with toy guns. I followed you while you were looking for me. I watched the way you move, the way you stalked through my mansion, your ability to navigate through the dark halls like the ghost, or should I say phantom, that you are. And your tracking skills are impeccable. I pride myself in an ability to go through places unseen. But your keen ears, they still hurt me. You nearly caught me a few times. The fight that would have ensued if you did find me, my dagger against yours, it gives me chills just thinking about it. But I decided that I didn't want to hurt you. Why would an artist of the night attack her kindred? We are very much alike, you and I. You really are the whole package. Intelligent, ruthless, devilishly attractive. Like nothing I've ever seen before. Now, as to why I have you tied up here, other than just to sing you your praises, I want to make you an offer. I've seen your work firsthand now, and I believe your special talents would be best utilized in my agency. Speaking of which, is the Ice Queen still running your organization? Blair Jones. She was my mentor, you see, my master. She trained me, taught me everything I knew. She's my teacher, my friend, my lover. Though she would never, ever admit to it. It was all about professionalism with her, sticking to the strict guidelines that she implemented, that a mentor-pupil relationship would never be okay. But I managed to convince her otherwise. Oh, it felt so right. Though she was cold and calculating, her body was so warm beside mine. When you get the chance, tell her I said hello. Tell her I'd be welcome to have her if she could just put her differences aside and stop by. Though, I do take it as a huge insult that she accepted a contract to take me out. Did she even have a contract? Or was it by her will? She even sent her best agent to do the job. She must really want me gone. How flattering. It's hilarious. Tell her I accept her challenge. And then I'm at least gracious enough to warn her ahead of time, through you, that I plan on having someone come after her now. Can you do that for me, my dear phantom? Though, I do find it quite attractive that she's still pursuing me this way. It shows that she still has a passion for me. Tell her I'm a bit disappointed that she did not come herself. Tell her that no one else could ever fight me and please me like she had. Unless, perhaps, you're interested in giving it a try. Are you really up for that challenge? We would make beautiful art together and not just in the bedroom. Forgive me. I've riled myself up quite a bit. Now, back to business. I wouldn't just have you as a paid subordinate like she does. You would be my lover, my soldier, my knight. Would you be willing to fight for your queen And of course, I'd pay you handsomely. Is that what you want? Money? Power? I can give you all of it. Just ask. Forgive me for sounding so possessive, but I guess it's always been in my nature to not like sharing. Leave the ice clean and be mine. You don't have to make your choice right away. As tempting as an offer as I've made, I'll allow you a few weeks to decide before I contact you again. I will warn you that I am not one to be refused. Now, it's time for you to go back to sleep so I can get some of my own.